And let's give this next one a shot. So first things first, with any word problem, as always, is going to be read the question first. So my party people, when it says, what is the mean temperature? What is the one word in that question sentence? What is the mean temperature? What is the one word we should highlight? Mean, right? Mean, absolutely. So what is the mean temperature? And what's another word for mean, everybody? Yeah, that's going to be average. To calculate the average, to calculate the mean, we're going to be adding everything up and dividing by the number of numbers. So one more time, right here, to calculate the mean, we're just going to get the total. So again, add up all of the values that were given, and then we're going to divide by the number of numbers. And to do that, well, here we are. Let's get all of those values. It looks like it says the daily high temperatures over 6 days were 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 70 degrees, 72, 69, 71, and 70 degrees. Sounds good. So to calculate the mean, we are going to be adding up all of those values. So let me just move this here to give myself a little more room. Caught the highlighter, but no worries. So let me move that over there, make a little fraction, and let's get it going. So let me make sure I'm writing down all of my numbers carefully. 68, 70, 72, 69, 71, and 70. Okay, great. Now, what are we going to be dividing by, everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6. We're dividing by 6 because remember, when it comes to calculating the average or the mean, you're basically finding the balance amongst all of the numbers that you have in that data set. How many numbers are in the data set? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll divide by 6. So this, after some time, should be the easier part of what we're doing. And the tougher part will be calculating under pressure. Most people will look at this and think, hey, I'm going to go ahead and do 68 plus 70. And then once I get that, okay, great, that's 138. Then I'm going to add the 72. So I'll do 138 plus 72. And then once we do that, okay, cool, 0, carry the 1. Is anybody here tired of me showing all of this math already? I'm tired of it. Yeah, I will this work? Will this get me the final answer? Absolutely. But is it also a consideration that we might want to ponder in terms of saving time, doing things faster, right? We will definitely be interested in getting the problem correct and quickly. So let me go ahead and just make an invitation, a proposal, because you might see that calculating this by hand, we get 420. 420, right? If we calculate all of these, we will get 420. Now, let me get this out of the way and show you a little bit of mental math because the numbers are a little convenient. Let me show you. Let me invite you to this, better yet. So let me actually bring that out, get all that out of the way, and let me show you something pretty interesting. Everybody, let me show you. We have over here 70 and 70. What's that going to give us so far, everybody? 70 and 70 is going to give us what? 140. Sounds good. So got 140 so far. Now up next, I want to grab convenient numbers, everybody. If I have 68 and 72, that is convenient. How is that convenient? Because of this. 68 and 72, that's the same thing as saying 60 plus 70 plus what? Everybody, what is 8 plus 2? What is 8 plus 2? 10. Thank you. So 60 plus 70 plus 10. Okay, 130 plus 10, that's 140. Look at that. Boom. So we have 140, 140. And then everybody take a look at this. 69 and 71. Guess what? 9 and 1, that's 10. 60 plus 70 plus 10, again, that's 140. So I just have to add 140 3 times, or I can just do 140 times 3. Either way works, and that will eventually lead us to, again, 420. So again, all I'm saying is, sure, we can add up all of the values, or we can look to use some mental math. But regardless, everybody, do we all agree that the sum is going to be 420 for this particular case? Sweet. So yeah, pick your poison on the mental math or the straight up writing. Just know that learning mental math and practicing mental math will save you a ton of time. So here we have 420 divided by 6. So 42 divided by 6 is 7. So 420 divided by 6 is 70. And that's what makes the correct answer in this problem. Answer choice A. And there we are. To this next problem. So everybody, here we go. Go ahead, point out the goal of the question. Yeah, that big word that we might want to, really pay attention to is going to be distance. Absolutely. But then when we put it all together, what is the distance around the edge of the plaza? That makes us think what again when it comes to circles? Yeah, circumference all day. Circumference all day. So once we understand that, what we're going to do now is we're going to say, well, there's two formulas I can use. We can say that we have 2 pi r, or we can use pi times d. So let's read here. Oh man, in this problem, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, I don't see the word radius or diameter given to me. I don't see the explicit word being thrown my way. This is a moment where, again, very common for a lot of folks to feel a little closed off, a little anxious about not having it really given to you. But stay calm, cool, and collected. Read through one sentence at a time. A circular plaza is designed such that a straight path goes directly across its center. Again, straight path goes directly across its center. Let me go ahead and draw a little circle. And let's say it has a straight path that goes directly across the center. Everybody, by definition, what is that called? If you go from one edge of the circle to the other, going through the center, yeah, that's diameter all day long. So now that we know we are given the diameter and it measures 30 meters, we can be pretty happy. We have diameter equals 30, again, going all the way through. And we can say with confidence that we should use this formula here. Why again? Because again, it uses the diameter. This one uses radius. This is the right one. They're both the same formula. But let's use this one. Circumference equals pi times 30. And that's just going to be 30 pi. And that's it. This is just an exercise in knowing how to plug things into the right places, but you can't plug things into the right places unless you can confirm that you're using the right formula. So again, little bit at a time, one step at a time, and this can feel easy step by step. Answer choice here is B, 30 pi. So with that said, everybody, how are we feeling so far? Right on. I'm glad we're feeling good. So with that, let's move it over here. And I want you to try the next one out. Because at this point, everybody, we should have our formulas. We should have our definitions for a radius, for diameter, for circumference, for area. And now it's not just about knowing the formulas. It's about knowing how to point out those pieces. Can you read the description of radius and identify it as radius? Can you read the description of diameter or circumference or area and identify it as such? So with that said, everybody, let's go ahead and try the next one out. Let's try it on our own. Let's see what we got.